My name is Shobha Vora. I'm from Jain Center of Northern California. I'm Jain and I'm their interfaith chair for last few years. The faith we have is non-absolutism. That means we honor everybody's viewpoint. We don't have to believe it, but we think everybody has a right to believe, and they are right because our opinions come from our experiences, our faith. So what I know is not exact the truth, or what they know is not the truth. So that's why we think we should listen to everybody and honor it. So that is how our faith is. We are part of the community, and food is important aspect for us to welcome you and welcome our guests. So for us, it's really important to feed you well and honor you and welcome in our temple. And we want the whole community to know that we are here, Jains are here, and we are non-violent, peace-loving community. Here, people get kind of actually isolated because everybody mixes only their religious background people. So interfaith for me is a part of community and having a lots of friends who I have no fear from, and they do not have to fear from us. That's what it means to me.
I'm Garth Pickett. I am the Interfaith Relations Coordinator for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on the Board of Directors of SVIC, which is an interfaith council in Silicon Valley. Interfaith relations are encouraged through a variety of sources. The first starts with the New Testament. We have the definition that Paul taught us in 1 Corinthians 13 on what charity is, and charity is for everyone we come in contact with, to the Good Samaritan. The Good Samaritan, the significance there was that here was a Jewish fellow who was robbed, beaten, and left to the side of the road dead, and who came to his help? A member of another faith. So Christ was showing this outreach, was showing the importance of reaching across the aisle, so to speak, and having this interfaith. It started early in our church history. Church history is well known in the United States. We moved out of Illinois. We were driven out of that area, so we went out west where no one else was, started our own community, started our own society. And what was one of the first things that Brigham Young, who led us at that time, do when he started, he said, we need to have other faiths here. And to encourage them to come, he actually helped build the churches for them, to bring in other faiths into the community. Because history shows, and we understand as a faith group, that the more tolerant, accepting, and outreaching society is, with all of the groups within that society, the stronger that society will be. That compassion, that tolerance, lifts all boats in that society. And when you don't have that compassion and tolerance, all boats sink. And you see that throughout history, whether it's the Roman history, whether it's the Muslim history. You take any historical people and you look historically, and you will see with their greatness always came that tolerance and that acceptance. And when the Romans stopped that tolerance, that's when they started going down. We have other reasons why they may go down, but you can also correlate it directly with their intolerance versus their tolerance. So a strong outreach is a stronger source for your own people and builds up your own people rather than subjecting them to competition. No, it builds them up. Well, we've learned through experience. I used this in a talk at a civic talk recently, the secret sauce, I called it. We learned that when we were doing service projects for the community or for others, whenever we included other faith groups with us, not only did we have a bigger outcome and a bigger turnout, but the next Sunday there was more buzz about that service project than any other service project where it was just our own faith group. They were more excited about it. They get to know these people. They get to love these people like they love their own community and their own religious community, their own Mormon community. So we have learned that it's very important. You learn more about people when you're serving with them than just to sit down and be taught what they believe. Sit down to the side of them and work together, and that's where your souls really knit together.